jump, the Ebisu jump, in 3 different racing games. These include Assetto Corsa, Forza Horizon 5, and even CarX Drift Racing Online.
We are in Forza Horizon 5 on the Ebisu track. Now this is made by someone in the community, and as you can see it is a bit, oh god, I was about to say it's slightly different. Obviously you don't have those great textures like you do in other car games, as it's made in a community track maker. However, this map is made great and the layout is pretty much perfect now. I've got to get used to this. Let's try that jump again and get a better angle this time. Now that is an absolute crazy angle. Oh, we've overshot it though. I definitely need to slow down a bit on that jump because that was an absolutely insane angle, and I definitely won't be able to regain any control when going down that hill as it's so steep. And hopefully up here we don't hit that invisible barrier and we can safely drift around this little section. Can we take a moment to appreciate that Forza added a drift camera, and this settings of the drift camera, just like the base settings, are super good. But let's hit that jump one more time. Oh, we've got a clip there. That was not good. Like I was saying, the drift camera that they've added to the game, how do you guys like this? Because I've only recently tried it. I'm very late to the update, but damn, this makes drifting in Forza Horizon 5 so much better than I originally thought, because I didn't think a camera would make that much difference. I also decided to disable all of the HUD settings except for the speedometer because I like to see how fast I'm going, and sometimes I forget what gears I'm in as I am playing on a controller Forza Horizon 5 and not using my wheel. Also, this S15 or this Sylvia even just looks absolutely sick. I don't even know what Sylvia this is. I just remember having this drift car and I decided I would, oh, let's hit this jump again. Now I really want to get this down dialed and get a really nice clean drift all the way down here. Now that wasn't too bad. Now all I would say, we could definitely improve on that if we get a better angle and drift down that, and I could take that last corner there a little bit faster, but that wasn't too bad of an attempt. Let's jump on into Assetto Corsa. Now this is definitely where I much prefer drifting, as I love how realistic Assetto Corsa is. However, after playing Forza Horizon 5, I was actually having a lot of fun in that game. As we can see, the map looks totally different in Assetto Corsa, and that jump was absolutely terrible. I definitely need to improve on that. But like I was saying, the map looks so much better in Assetto Corsa because obviously it's made properly and it's not made by using a track editor, in-game track editor, for example, like the Forza Horizon 5 one. So there is definitely a lot more flexibility when it comes to textures and all kinds of different map creating skills. Now, I'm not no map creator, but the Forza Horizon one was really good. However, the Assetto Corsa one is super sick. Now, let's hit this jump again. And I want to get a better angle on this one this time. Now, that's a lot better, although we did hit the wall. This map is super sick. I love just kind of the variation as well, that it's kind of got this uphill drift where you drift all the way up the hill and then you come back down the hill and hit the jump. I feel like this is a super sick circuit. This is definitely my favorite Ebisu circuit out of all of these circuits I have played on. Let me know what your favorite circuit is down below. I'd love to see what you guys prefer. I definitely think the Ebisu circuit is probably one of my favorite circuits. I mean, you could choose any circuit. It doesn't have to be one of the Ebisu circuits. Let me know what your favorite drift track is in Assetto Corsa or any other drifting game. I would love to know what you guys love drifting around on. I just love how clean you can get this section here. It flows so nicely. It's just a big loop that kind of comes back on itself, and it feels super sick to drift around this. Now, in Forza Horizon 5, I didn't actually enable clutch, so I couldn't actually clutch kick things, which was super annoying. I had to use the e-brake, but thankfully in Assetto Corsa, I have the ability to do that. I had the ability to do that in Forza Horizon 5. That was super clean. Now, if we could hold that angle, like I was saying, in Forza Horizon 5, I forgot to enable clutch before I joined the event, so I couldn't change it in-game. However, you can do that, so don't worry, I'm not dissing Forza Horizon 5 for that, but I do love myself some Assetto Corsa. I love just how I keep coming all the way up this hill just to full send it back down to try and get a clean jump. Now, the Ebisu jump isn't the easiest thing, and oh, that wasn't too bad, but we need to kind of hold that angle, and that's one thing that I keep losing out on Assetto Corsa. On Forza Horizon 5, I was able to kind of hold that full drift down that end circuit. Now, I can't seem to do it in this game. It's very strange. I can kind of do it, but then the car straightens up, so I really do need to kind of kick it back out again, which is something I'm working on. I'm definitely going to try this a few more times, and then I'm going to give one shot in first person and see how that feels when doing the Ebisu jump. I feel like that could feel pretty weird. Now, we got a nice little hold there, and we kind of kept the angle. We did have to slightly correct now, but I might have just overshot this ending. Nope, we just about saved that. That was very lucky. Now, can I get any better than the previous run that we just got? That wasn't a very bad run. It was actually fairly okay. The landing was wasn't too bad. We managed to save it, and we did a tiny little correction to manage to get out of being, you know, we were straightened up. We managed to correct it back into a slide. Now, let's see if we can hit this with a drift here, and hopefully we can hold this all the way down. Yes, we got the angle as well. That's looking super clean. Now we want to dip that clutch. So let's give it a shot in first person. Now, I feel like this is going to go horribly wrong because my perception in first person isn't the greatest, and I will probably most likely clip the back of my car on the wall once I've done this jump, because it does get a little bit confusing on how far away you are from the wall. But we've hit the jump and it hasn't gone too bad. Now, I was quite close and now I've had to make a correction. Let's jump on over into CarX Drift Racing Online to attempt to jump the Ebisu jump. Now, this track looks super good. Ebisu is definitely one of the more popular maps in CarX Drift Racing, and you can definitely see why. This game actually looks a lot better than I remember, and it's one of those games that I find myself always coming back to it and playing it. It's got such a good replayability, especially when you're playing it online, and that was actually a really good jump for our first jump there. I say our first jump, I mean I was in this doing like 2 minutes of warm-up before I started recording, so technically maybe that wasn't my first jump. On camera, that was my first jump. Now, CarX Ebisu jump can get a little crazy, as if you hit this thing at speed, you absolutely fly into the sky. So let's hope that we don't mess that up anytime soon, because I do not want to see my car bouncing down the road after that jump. Now, this is kind of the tricky part, as it gets quite slippery. We are on 90 adhesion here as well. Well, that didn't go to plan. We kind of ended up binning it, and yeah, I definitely did not want to be binning it on the Ebisu jump, but it's fine. I thought we overshot that corner, but we've managed to correct it. Now, I'm sure there will be more of me crashing doing this Ebisu jump than me actually successfully landing it, as I usually take this thing with quite a lot of speed, which is probably not the best, but to get a really good jump, you need to. Oh, we actually drove over the barrier and clipped the wall, but it landed, and it was really smooth, to be honest. I actually don't think we could get better than that. I'm actually in shock at how well that went. I was really not expecting to ride over the barrier so smoothly, give a little wall tap, and still manage to be in the correct sliding position when it came to the end of that little circuit. Definitely something I was not expecting, but let's try and hit this jump again, and we can see what we get out of this. Now, hopefully it will be a nice clean jump, and we don't want none. Oh god, no, that is definitely not what we want. We don't want to be flipping around like that. I highly recommend you guys jump onto any game that you can and try the Ebisu track, as this thing is super awesome and the Ebisu jump is super fun and it's just absolutely crazy. I could generally just sit here for ages doing this. I've already done it on 2 other games, and now I'm sat here on the 3rd game, CarX, and we are drifting through this and then hitting the jump, doing some pretty gnarly things. Oh, we got a horrible wall right there. I think it's only fair we give this one more shot and see if we can get a nice run, and hopefully we can get this clean jump and end this video on a high note. Now, let's see where this goes. Oh, we got a nice little tap there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Peace.